Joining us now is one of two committee members who led last night's hearings, Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger. Congressman Kinzinger, thank you so much for being with us. And, we just heard some really dramatic testimony. And, of course, many believe this may prove a dereliction of duty. Do you have a case for criminal charges against the president at this point?
Well, look, ultimately, that's a decision that's up to the Department of Justice. I think so. And I think it's not just our hearing. It's basically every hearing that we have done, I think, has shown a unique, frankly, criminal component to this.
Are we going to see more? This is supposed to be the last planned scheduled hearing, but is there potential that more information is still coming you all's way and we could see more?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I think what we've noticed is once these hearings started, we kind of opened the floodgates of more information, more witnesses, people that, maybe were reluctant to cooperate that now want to, or people that legitimately didn't think they knew something that was, particularly important that now can put in a piece of this puzzle.
Congressman, there were so many shocking revelations, a lot of shocking testimony to people who were watching this all unfold over these 8 hearings, but perhaps one of the more shocking ones was this dramatic communications that was going on with Vice President's Secret Service detail during the insurrection. In fact, I think we have a bit of it. Let's take a listen.
The members of the VP detail at this time were starting to fear for their own lives. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of very personal calls over the radio. So it was disturbing. I don't like talking about it, but there were calls to say goodbye to family members, so on and so forth. It was getting, for whatever the reason was on the ground, the VP detail thought that this was about to get very ugly.
Agents calling to say goodbye to family members as if you're on a downed plane. It's pretty unthinkable. What was your reaction to hearing that?
It's all chilling. And I think, look, I lived through this day, and then we investigated this day. But it wasn't until really probably a few months ago when I realized, I don't know why it skipped, but the vice president, where he was so close to being cut off from an exit route. And you keep in mind at that point, the feeling was, because there was nothing that led us to believe otherwise, we would all be inundated. There would probably be some kind of a lethal back and forth, trying to defend the vice president or defend members of Congress, but ultimately you'd be overwhelmed by this crowd. And certainly if you're a Secret Service member charged with protecting the vice president, you've thought these things through, and they usually don't end well. It usually ends with you in your mind saying, I will basically give my life to protect the vice president. But for a few heroic actors, the vice president had no escape route.
Congressman, something else that certainly stood out to folks. I guess these were outtakes. Anybody who, I guess some of us who work in TV know what it's like to try to tape something over and over and over again. But this was fairly remarkable to see. What did you make of what was going on? What did you see in a president at that moment who couldn't just get his words right? There seemed to be particular words he wanted left out.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, look, he's actually pretty good going off the cuff. It's hard to imagine any other time it took him an hour to make a 3-minute speech. The point wasn't to make fun of any outtakes. The point was he didn't want to deliver that speech, particularly when he said, I don't want to say the election's over. I mean, come on, the election was over. This was January 7th. This was after the insurrection. Everybody, had assumed that he was fine with now it's over. He still said he didn't want to say it, which goes to motive as well.
Well, Congressman, I know that you are just one of 2 Republicans on this committee. You voted for Trump's impeachment. You've gotten death threats on social media. And I know that you are not running for re-election. Who then takes your seat? Who then leads the Republican Party, or at least is someone who's willing to stand up to what they believe is right and not necessarily toe the party line? Who out there is willing to follow in your footsteps, so to speak?
That's a question for Republican voters. It's your party. Figure out what you want it to look like. I'll fight for it. I'm fighting for this country now. My fight's through Country First, country1st.com, to save democracy, to save our ability to self-govern. For Republicans, the question is this: do you want to be led by an autocrat? Do you want to be abused? Do you want to have your money stolen from you? If you do, stick with Donald Trump. If you don't, rise up and take your party back.
We will leave it with that very powerful statement. Congressman Adam Kinzinger, thank you so much for your time. We know you're extremely busy, so we appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks.